Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Macca here with a little bit of a different video today, but last week I got the unique opportunity to visit the Bungie offices, which was a little bit of a lifetime dream come true since the Halo series is so incredibly important to me, but I was actually there to try out Expansion 1, Curse of Osiris for Destiny 2. A quick thanks to Activision for providing me with flight and accommodation during my trip to Seattle. Now, before we get started with the chunk of this video, which is all about the campaign missions that I got to play, I just wanted to quickly note that Bungie has announced that the Xbox One X Enhanced update, as well as the PS4 Pro update, will launch alongside of this expansion on December 5th, 2017, and that's going to include 4K on the One X and adaptive 4K on the PS4 Pro. The game is pretty stunning in 4K, so I'm pretty excited to get a chance to try that on console. Now, hopping into my gameplay, we have the first campaign mission for Curse of the Osiris, and this is set on the new planet of Mercury. You'll be guided through the story by Ikora Rey after an ancient gate opens up on the planet, and armies of past and present Vex machines try to reshape the universe. And your goal as a Guardian is to go to Mercury and find Osiris, who is the most notorious Guardian in Vanguard history. The Curse of Osiris expansion takes place a few months after the story conclusion of Destiny 2, and it's supposed to fill in a lot of the gaps that we have in the lore, but that we haven't been able to experience yet. Now, included with Expansion 1 is a new maximum level at level 25, as well as a new maximum light level at 330, which does include mods. During the expansion, you'll also spend some time with Segera, the new female ghost shell, who was originally Osiris's ghost. Now, obviously, you'll be spending a decent amount of time during the campaign on Mercury, as it is the new planet, but you'll also be revisiting some older planets like Earth during your time here. Now, I got a chance to play through most of the Curse of the Osiris campaign missions, and it's looking that it's going to clock in around the 4-hour mark, which is pretty standard for Destiny DLC expansions. You'll be spending most of your time in those story missions fighting against Vex, as you can see on screen. So you can imagine you have your Minotaurs, your Harpies, your Hobgoblins, and so on and so forth. And you'll also be fighting against a variant of Vex known as the Descendants, which were first encountered in the Vault of Glass. And they have a little bit of a unique look to them. They have like blackish brown colored armor, and they usually have different shaped heads as well. And the lore has told us that it's actually very likely that these Vex are from the future. And with this new enemy variant, we also have a new notable area on Mercury called the Infinite Forest, which was probably my personal favorite part of the expansion. And the Infinite Forest is actually accessed using this triangular gate directly in front of me here. Now, I don't have any footage of the Infinite Forest because I think Bungie is trying to keep it a little bit of a secret for the community for when the DLC launches, but I am allowed to talk about it. Now, from a story perspective, the Infinite Forest is basically just a series of simulations of reality that the Vex have done as a part of their larger plan. Now, think of the Infinite Forest as a somewhat random floating platform in space, and it has an entrance and an exit. As you come into it, you'll have a whole bunch of enemies to deal with if you want, and at the end there will also be a gate, and you'll need to open that gate, which will link you to the next floating platform. And you walk from platform to platform in order to get to the end. Now, on many of these platforms, you can completely skip the enemies if you want, and just head for the gate, open it, and try to proceed. However, some gates are going to be marked with red, and in that case, you'll need to kill one specific high-level enemy that will then allow the gate to be opened. Overall, I thought the Infinite Forest was really well done, and easily one of my favorite parts of the new story missions. Now, to wrap up my impressions of the Curse of Osiris campaign story missions, it's basically what I expected, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. We get about 4 hours of new story missions to play through, some really great cinematics, and some new lore and ideas that we never really had in Destiny. And all of this kind of adds to the world, especially with the new locations, as well as being able to play against the Descendants. I enjoyed my time with the story here, although admittedly there's no new game-changing ideas brought to the table. It's a very interesting story about time-traveling Vex, as well as a great origin and backstory for Osiris, and it's told very well, so it has all of those things going for it. Thank you guys so much for watching my campaign preview / impressions for the first expansion of Destiny 2, Curse of Osiris. I will have some more exclusive gameplay coming for this expansion later on this month, so keep an eye out for that. Special thanks to the amazing people on Patreon for supporting the show, and hopefully I see you guys next time. Peace.
There, take out the module.